Hey, this is Joe and Tom from Drunkards of the Sun.
Another funky funk drunk episode coming to you courtesy of Drunkards of the Sun.
Anything your life's work could have been ahead of you.
Tom and Joe from Drunkards of the Sun.
Join us every week on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Spotify.
Yeah. Podcast that's about anything and everything under the sun.
Check it out.
Joe's drunk.
Yeah, we both are fucking drunk.
Stop it.
Welcome back to Drunkards of the Sun with Tom and Joe. Tonight, I want to take us down another pathway we've already visited before, but do a more current version of video games.
Let's do it.
Video games today, video game maybe favorites of today or closer to today. Did more of a history last time.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest games...
That was so long ago.
Yeah, it was over a year ago, actually.
Yeah.
Today, one of the best games that I've played in a long time has been Red Dead Redemption.
Oh,
even though it came out, 2 years ago now? Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
It's one of the best games ever made, I feel like.
Absolutely.
It is phenomenal. I love the animation. Just the characters, the scenery is phenomenal.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
That's unmatched in games right now.
Dude, the scenery is beyond phenomenal. Because it's like you're really there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it really feels like you're traveling across the country. Because it has a different terrains and a different range, and everything's different.
And it's so seamless. It's so nice.
Oh, it's so seamless.
There's no loading or anything like that in between that.
It has been out for a minute. But you know what? I play the fuck out of that game. Like, I play the fuck out of that game. More than any game I've ever played. Because the only... I play Grand Theft a lot, and I play the Arkham games, Batman, and Assassin's Creed. Like, I play the fuck out of them. Yeah. But I've been playing Red Dead lately, since it came out, non-stop still.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I've had games that I bought after I bought Red Dead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I'm playing Red Dead still now. Like, I restarted everything. And that's how much I love it. I'm like, this game is... Because one thing about Red Dead is badass is that you can go and do side shit.
Yeah. Whatever you want. There's
Anything
so much replayability in that game.
Oh, it's insane.
I like it. And I think it's more appealing that it's not modern. You know, I think that might be why you don't continue to play, say, Grand Theft Auto, because it's more today.
Yeah, after a while you get tired of killing cops.
Yeah,
whatever.
It takes you somewhere else.
Yes.
It lets you time travel
that I've never been to.
Yeah, exactly.
You fantasize.
You live in Grand Theft Auto world. Right now, basically. Theoretically. But you don't live in the 1800s.
It's true.
So, it's just an added little thing there.
And another game about, how Red Dead... The reasons I love Red Dead is, you can venture out and do your own shit.
Yeah.
Create your own shit, get your own shit, right? A game that you will get lost in, and I have not beat to this day, but I played the fuck out of too. Skyrim.
I knew you were going
Skyrim, dude. I have not beat that game.
Yeah. And
I have played the fuck out of it. And it's so fun. You can go. That's why I love Skyrim so much. It's I will go. And I have to, honestly, I have to watch myself. That's why I haven't played it lately.
Yeah.
Because when I do play it, I get lost in it. And I have to I get lost. I'm like, fuck everything else, and I'll play Skyrim. You know what I mean?
That's wild.
It's because it's that fucking good. I would put, Red Dead and Skyrim I'd put up there.
Yeah.
Both of those games are phenomenal. So phenomenal. I think Red Dead's graphics are better.
Oh, yeah, they are, for sure.
But Skyrim's vastness.
Oh, yeah. You can't beat those Elder Scrolls games.
And it's just, oh my god, it's insane. I'm a werewolf in that game, right? Well, Skyrim's another one. That's another game where I restarted over. I was fuck, I'm gonna go do this one instead. I'm gonna be this person instead, right?
Yeah.
Because I was a dark elf. My first time I was playing it. And I wasn't really heavy into magic. I was big into fucking chopping shit down.
Yeah.
And it took a minute to get me, to where I could fuck shit up and, be able to go and do missions and shit, right?
Yeah.
It took me a fucking minute. Now, when I restarted the game, I was like, well, I was a brutal guy last time. I'm going to be more of a fucking magic person this time.
Yeah.
And I was magic, doing casting spells and shit. and I ranked up faster
Yeah.
as magic than I did as a just coming in and fucking you up type dude. Which blew me away.
Yeah.
I was like, what? This is what I should have been doing?
I think they based that on like the characters, like the races. Because the elves would be more magic type deal. I think. I don't know.
Really? Because the second time I played it, I wasn't an elf. I was a Khajiit.
Yeah.
Which is a cat person.
Yeah.
You know, and fucking they're like real stealthy and able to move real fast and jump high and shit like that.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with the races. But I get lost in those games.
Oh, it's so good.
I've never beaten an Elder Scrolls game.
I've never had.
I get lost in them though. They're just too vast. It's too big, and then I'm like, "What's the main quest again?"
Because you have 50 quests lined up,
and I don't know where I'm supposed to go or what the real story is.
See, the way I like with Skyrim, what I do is I look through the quests and choose which ones I want to choose, and then I'll make them highlight on the map, and I'll do it in an order. Like, are these ones next to this one? So I'll go I'll travel this path. I'll go from here to here and do 5 quests on the way, and then go back and then do the same thing and find my markers and put new markers for new quests and shit like that. So they're fucking just. That's what I'll do.
That's pretty intense.
But it's tight.
I don't know. I don't have that. I get bored after a while too. Like Oblivion, it's in the same series. Have you played Oblivion?
I have played Oblivion. I didn't like it as much
because it's older.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Those bird things.
But see, I played it back then, and I didn't like it as much.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. I was like, this is cool, but I didn't like it as much.
They've gotten better for you as they went.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Skyrim to me is bad as fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's just I don't know. I just like it better. I've only played Oblivion. I haven't played because there's one before that too.
Morrowind. There's actually.
Oh, I have played that one. You had that one, didn't you?
Yeah. There's Arena, Daggerfall, and then I think it's Morrowind, and then Oblivion and Skyrim.
Because Morrowind was one of the first games. Because Morrowind came out at the same time as Knights of the Old. Yeah, with Knights of the Old Republic, and both of those games were the first type of games where you could actually your actions had consequences.
Yes.
So if you went more angry and darker, you'd have different attributes as if you went the other way.
Yeah.
And more helpful and kindness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Morrowind was like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because
you grew horns, right?
Fable.
Fable! Oh,
that's one of my favorite franchises. At least on Xbox.
That's what I'm thinking. Because your physical attributes change.
Yes, you'd become an angel or a demon type. You'd get a halo or horns and shit. For some reason, you'd get flies too when you're a bad guy, but
flies?
Yeah. They just
What was the main concept behind the game?
It was basically you could be good or evil, but the first one
what was the storyline?
There was a storyline. I can't remember it. I can't remember any.
I remember
of them.
You having it though.
Yeah, I beat all the ones that have been released except for this weird wagon one, this travel one. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's called, but there is one that I haven't played that I don't care to play.
I played it. It sucks. That's what he's saying. When he says I don't care, it means it sucks ass.
Well, it probably does. I've never played it, and I don't want to play it. But I've played all 3 Fables, and they're all phenomenal. I can only remember the storyline to
the last Fables
so far.
Wow. How big was the last one?
The last one was decent size, but they still didn't get the open world right.
Really?
Yeah, in none of them. It's not.
What year did that come out?
It's within Grand Theft Auto for sure.
5?
Well,
GTA 5? Or GTA
I don't. When's 5
3?
now?
GTA 5 came. Dude, GTA 5 came out a minute ago. It came out when I was working at Advanced Auto, and I didn't own it until a year or 2 after it came out.
It might have came around that time.
And it's been around for. So that was 2012, 13 maybe?
Yeah, probably.
2013, I want to say.
Something around there.
Or 15, maybe?
I mean, I could look it up, but yeah, it's.
I think it was 15. I think it was 14, 15.
It's probably
still.
Like
that's fucking.
Yeah, they didn't
have go.
I didn't feel like they had it better in the second one. I feel like open world than they did in the third one. It was better. I guess it was better as it went, but I don't know. they need to get that fixed.
That's crazy.
If the open world was like Oblivion or anything like that, the game would just be amazing.
That blows my mind, because at that point when that came out, if that came out like 2015...
I mean, Red Dead came out in 2008, I think. And that was the first one. And it was an open world, too.
Not Red Dead I. Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption.
Because...
Came out in 2008, I believe.
Yeah, because you had Red Dead I, wasn't it? Or Red Dead something.
It might have just been Red Dead.
Maybe it was called Red Dead. But it was just a gun shooter.
Yeah. You
just went around.
But that was supposed to be the first.
You went around. That was the first one.
Yeah.
And then after that was Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
And that was the one. It was open world.
Yeah.
That game was a shit.
Yeah.
When I borrowed that from you, and I never beat that game.
You never beat the
original? No, because I got off on sidetracks. I was wrestling. I was rustling cattle. You could rustle cattle. You could go to Mexico and come back and do rob shit and fucking make money. So I was doing all that side shit.
Yeah.
And then by the time I had it for like 2 months, and I was like, man, I gotta get this game back to him. So I never got to beat it. I never beat it.
I got it.
Oh, that game. I don't have. Well, my original Xbox is here, but
it plays on Xbox One.
No, I don't have Xbox. I have Xbox 360 here. My original Xbox, I don't know where the fuck's that thing went. It plays on Xbox One?
It plays on Xbox One.
Oh, shit.
But I do have... It is 360 version, but it's backwards compatible.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah.
That game was a shit, though, man. It was so fun.
Yeah.
Because that one was only Old West.
Yes.
You didn't go outside the Old West.
Yeah.
Now, Red Dead 2, you're all over everywhere.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But that's what made the first Red Dead so good.
Yeah.
Because you could be open world, but you're in the Old West.
Yes.
You're cattle rustling. You're fucking robbing banks and trains and all that shit, man. It was so fucking dope. Fucking loved it.
It's right up there with the second one. The second one just has so many more details to it.
Well, what it is this. The second one is just the first one hyped up.
Yeah.
Basically, it's everythhything they could not do in the first one, given limited technology and whatever.
That's true.
They were able to do in the second one.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Because it's the same fucking game.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Because it's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah. It is so good. I mean, the story's different, but...
Story's awesome, though.
The story ties in with the first one.
Yeah, and it's just as good a story.
So good.
The storytelling in the series is phenomenal.
Oh, it's so good. And fucking, I love it, man. I love it.
I was afraid to play Assassin's Creed, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I love those games.
I was afraid to play them because how I heard the controls were, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense to me. And it was easy. I don't know why.
The original ones were better. They changed the controls up in the later games, and I don't like them.
Oh.
I like the older way better.
Okay.
Because it was better. Because you anticipated when you saw him do something, you had a certain amount of choices you could do. You'd be like, boom, boom, boom. But it was like your reaction to it. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, you could see it. So, hit X and it would do something. But you hit over an X to do something. Put it up an X to do something.
Okay.
Right an X to do something. Down an X to do something. You know what I mean? And then, X and A would do something with a combination like that. Down the direction. So, you have all these choices you can use, but you would see... what I would do, I would let the people surround me, and you would see, the first guy come at me, I would do this move, and then hit him, and then I'd bounce over to here, and then take this guy out, and then this guy would swing at me, and I'd fucking counter his shit. So, yeah, I love the old ways way better.
I have never played the old way.
No, they were awesome.
I've only played Black Flag, that's it.
Well, that's similar.
Oh, is
Black Flag's similar to what I was just saying.
Okay.
I think it is. Yeah, it is pretty tight. Black Flag's shit.
I love that game.
That game's a shit.
I like being a pirate. I'm a big
it's so
fan
fun, dude. It's so. But see, Black Flag. What's great about Black Flag? It brought back a lot of the shit reasons I loved Assassin's Creed, which is a stealth.
Yeah.
You have to be stealthy. You know, they're in Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. You could just show up in a crowd. Your target's right there.
Yeah.
And you hit him with something, and then walk away, and he's fucking convulsing. You're like, what the fuck? What's happening? Or you could climb with this balcony and hit him with something. Yeah. Or if you couldn't get to him, this is another reason why I like Assassin's Creed. Because in this part 2, I would do this all the time. You'd have to get to targets, but they'd be surrounded by these guards that are doing these patterns or whatever. You fucking throw like a poison dart at one guard, he starts fucking up. These other guards go to his aid. Now they left a hole for you to escape, to get inside there, to go advance to your target. Fucking love that shit. So you use like the environment and other things to your advantage. You know what I'm saying?
So,
dope.
So have you ever played Splinter Cell?
No.
You would love that then.
Yeah.
Because it's all about stealth. That's what Splinter Cell is. You're like a spy. Like, those are older games. They haven't came out with Splinter Cell in forever.
Yeah.
But
is that the one with Snake?
No, he looks like him. I forget the guy's name, but it's not associated with Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, that's what that one is.
Yeah. Snake's from Metal Gear Solid, and this other guy's from Splinter Cell. It's a pretty good game. Pretty good series. Came out with original Xbox, I believe. I think the last was on 360.
Sounds right. You said it's Tom Clancy?
Yeah. And I think the last one was on 360. So, but yeah, they're great. I think you would like it. They're very, very stealthy.
If it's about stealth, I'm about it. Because I love that type of shit, dude.
Yeah.
Because it's so cool. Because it's like you have to be patient.
Yeah.
And you have to choose your outcome. Like, if I do this, this is what it's going to result in. You know what I mean? And it's fucking... I love that type of shit. Another game I can play all the time is any Arkham game. Batman. Like,
those are great.
The Batman Arkham games are the fucking shit.
Arkham
Knight
I love the Asylum.
Fucking shit.
I love the Asylum. I started playing the City. And I just felt like it was too similar.
No, but
and
it's
I
bigger.
Stopped playing it.
But it's in the city.
I know.
And you have gangs you gotta fight.
And it's big. And I was just
it's
like,
better,
it's still,
bro. It's better. Like,
I need to go back to it because I tried to play them super back to back, and then I think I might have just been burnt out on it.
Yeah. Like, I like Arkham Asylum, don't get me wrong, but Arkham City's way better.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. Because you have the actual criminals with their gangs and shit you gotta take down.
I mean, I get that.
It's like, you're not just in the fucking asylum.
But out of the Arkham games, what's the best one?
I mean, so far it would have to be Arkham Knight. Because it's just like City, but bigger.
Okay, so it just progressively got bigger?
Yeah.
Because I stopped.
But the storyline's cooler. I mean, the storyline's pretty cool. But you still fight. I mean, it's Batman. So, in the end, Batman always is going to have the same rogues gallery.
Yeah.
To fight. You know, you got to come up with a different way why Batman's got to fight these rogues gallery. And that's basically what the Arkham games are. And it's fucking fun as fuck because you can take on 30 fucking dudes and, like, take them out and shit. Like,
That's what I liked about the first one. The combat. Yeah. The first two. It was just so Batman-like, you know? Dude. Because he just can demolish all those guys. It's amazing. I like doing those challenges that were just, like, progressively more people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they just kept coming.
Yeah, you try to fight through them. I wound up doing that after I beat the game because that was fun. Because the combat is so fun. Just flipping around, kicking people, just fighting like Batman.
And then you start using and especially when you bring in your weapons so you can use, because you can grab someone and then pow, they throw a batarang over here, and then pow, do something over here, and then fucking use another sticky bomb, throw a sticky bomb on this guy, jump over here, he blows up while you punch this guy. It's fucking badass.
Yeah.
That is exactly how it is. I love those games.
It is amazing. One game that ripped it off that I really enjoy is Mad Max. Xbox One.
I only played it on over at your place, and I didn't really play it that much.
Yeah.
You showed me it, really.
Yeah. I'm surprisingly impressed by that.
That's how they fought on there too.
It basically is. If you had liked that style of combat and how it's set up, it's basically the same thing in Mad Max. So it basically ripped it off. But you can customize your car and shit. It's really cool. If you're a fan of Mad Max, the movies, you're gonna like Mad Max video game.
It looked pretty cool.
It's pretty fun.
Because it had like territories set out.
Yeah, territories, and you take them each over one by one, basically in the game, souping up your car and doing different side missions and stuff. Big fucking open world, gigantic.
It's badass.
It's nice. It's like apocalyptic Grand Theft Auto, basically.
Yeah.
Because you can collect different cars in the game too, and upgrade yours. It's really cool.
No, that is sweet.
And the fighting, because it's mostly you can get a gun, but it's the apocalypse, so there's not very many.
Bullets around.
Yeah, so you don't get a lot of ammunition. So the guns are like a last resort type deal, but you do find ammunition here and there. But it's mostly hand to hand, and that's why I think you fight like Batman.
That's sweet.
Flipping around.
I mean, you have to. It's like a Book of Eli.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Same thing. Same thing.
So that was this time for Drunk on the Sun with Joe and Tom. We're talking about video games. We're retouching. We're just talking about ones we like to play because we're old as fuck.
Yeah.
We're getting up there,
Yeah.
and we like to play them.
Yeah.
But we like certain games, obviously. So again, if you like us, check us out. Subscribe. Hit YouTube. Go to Facebook. Check us out on Spotify, Instagram, all that shit.
Yeah.
We're there. Check us out next week. New videos drop every week. So,
See ya.
peace.
Thanks for tuning in, Drunk on the Sun. This is Joe and Tom.
Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody. Like and subscribe.
Thank you all for subscribing and liking from Drunk on the Sun, the podcast about everything and anything under the sun. So check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and Instagram. We're posting new shit every week.
See ya.